Today, I'm going to be teaching you how to get every secret in Brainrot Evolution. It is now the year 2026, and so there are now 87 different secrets in the game. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to get every last one of them. Let's go. Starting off with secret number 1, we got the Banana Nito Bendito, which he is 225% stronger than your strongest Brainrot. And unfortunately, this character can no longer be obtained. You had to buy him from the exclusive packs way back in the day, and you had to make sure you were the luckiest person ever because it got so expensive. The first time I got this character, it cost me $200. I'm not joking. For secret number 2, we got the Prestige Ballerino Lololo, which this character is one of the fastest in the game to this day. It's 115% stronger than your strongest Brainrot. It might not be the most powerful, but it is one of the fastest. And the way you get the Ballerino Lololo is through the Ballerino Lololo crates, which are found right here. They are pink. They have some pretty decent stuff inside if you're a noob, but if you're a high level, chances are the relics inside aren't that good. But in Chocolate Romania, if you go over to the relic smelter, if you have enough tokens from trading in your smelted relics, as you can see when you smelt them, you get these tokens, then you can buy the Lololo crates. And then you can open up the Lololo secret. For secret number 3, we got the Void Nuclearo Dinosauro. So this character can no longer be obtained technically. This was back when they had the Void event and you got these Void crates. But nowadays, you can trade people for either the Void crates or if they have a Void Nuclearo Dinosauro token, which would be found down here. He's only 120% stronger than your strongest Brainrot, and he's honestly not even that good. So I wouldn't worry if you don't have this character. Up next, we got another discontinued character. We got the Omega Patapim, which this character used to be the Omega Sahur, which used to be an event. So once again, you can no longer obtain the Omega Patapim / Omega Sahur, which is kind of annoying because it's probably one of the coolest looking in my opinion, with like the diamond effects of it. And you can't even trade for this one, which kind of stinks. Up next, we got the only one with a song. We got the Tralalero Quad. And so for the Tralalero Quad, in order to get this, it was in the exclusive packs after the Banana Nito. And once again, very rare. You can't trade for it. And once again, that used to be the Rainbow Tung Sahur before they changed it. Unfortunately, can't get it anymore. Up next, we have the worst secret in the game. I'm not just saying that. It is quite literally the worst. It's 110% stronger than your strongest Brainrot, but you can still get it to this day by trading for it, or if people have the Tralala crates, which the relics inside are garbage, but it is still pretty cool to have for your collection, I will say. So you could trade for the icon, or you could trade for the crates, but you can't get it anymore because back in the day, there was the Golden Tung Tung Sahur instead, and then there was a Golden Tung Tung Sahur event, where you fight the boss and you get those crates. Next up, we got the Sahur, which he is 130% stronger than your strongest Brainrot. And he used to be an event boss, just like this Pop Sahur. So when you defeat the event boss, you used to get a Sahur crate, and then you could open them and get this character right here. But a lot of people have extra Sahur crates, which look like this. And chances are you could still trade for it. You can trade for the token or the crates. And my favorite part about the Tetete is the fact that the crates actually have a demon scroll inside of them. So if you're someone that has the crates and you need to upgrade your relics, consider using those scrolls to get you a higher level. Up next, we got the El Bizonte Jupiteri Show. This character is the first I repeat, the first one to have a dungeon. So if you go to the Larilla Desert, all the way to the right, you will see the Vault of Jupiter. When you defeat the dungeon, chances are you will get 1, 2, maybe even 3 vault crates, which you have a 1% chance to get the El Bazonte right out of. He's not that strong, but what I will say about the El Bazonte is he is used in a fusion, so you might find that handy in the future. Next, we got the pot hotspot, and we gotta go back to Chocolateria Mania, because for the pot hotspot, to the left side, you have the House of Echoes dungeon, where when you open up the lime crates, you can get the pot hotspot for 1%. Then also, there's also these exclusive loot relics that you can get from these certain dungeons. So definitely take advantage of that. I forgot to show it, but here is a vault crate for the El Bazonte. And here's what the lime crate looks like for the pot hotspot. They're pretty good, but not the best. Next, we got the Chocolateria Bicicletera, which again, one of the fastest secrets or brainrots in the whole game. Especially when you have the speed fruit equipped, it makes it feel like you're playing a racing game. Like, look at this. Oh my goodness. But in order to get the Chocolateria, all you gotta do is find it in a random weather. Just 1 in 2 chance, and then you get the gummy crates, and then inside is the Chocolateria, which is a 1%. But also, you can trade for this one too. So it shouldn't be too hard to get. Pretty similar story for the Yoni. It's a 1 in 5 chance. You can trade for it, and it's been around so long that people really don't use this character much. Next up, we got the Empalibabel. This is probably one of the weirdest and most forgotten about secrets, but this was in the arcade event a while back. And if it was in an event, that means you can't trade for it, and you can't obtain it in a crate. So, unfortunately, the Empalibabel is no longer obtainable. And, I mean, it's 162% stronger, but it's really not that special. So, in my opinion, you don't even need it. And next, we got the Chimpanzini Pristini, which, once again, it was in an event. You can't obtain it anymore. You can't trade for it. It was cool at the time, but I gotta be honest, now it's like one of the worst secrets. Because look, it doesn't hit anything. You have to be so accurate, and it's really annoying to use. This is probably my least used secret in the entire game. Next, we got the Crocodilo Formaggios. This one is a weather, and you will see this weather a lot. Especially if you show up to admin events, you'll get a ton of these crates, for sure. In my opinion, it's super ugly, and no one should ever use it, but you do need this for fusion secrets that we're gonna talk about later. After that, we got the Cannelloni Dragononi. 1 in 45 chance to see this weather, and it's a 1% chance to get it from a crate. Now, these crates are very hard to get. The reason being is because when you get this event, it transforms the bosses, and the bosses can only respawn so fast. So during each weather, you probably only get like 20 Cannelloni Dragononi crates at a time. It's really not that much. But after that, we got one of my personal favorites, the Grypus Medus. It's a weather, you can trade for it. It hits beside you, behind you. It's very fast. And it's one of the OG best brain rots in the game. For a while, I thought this was gonna be the best of the best for a long time. But as you guys probably know, they added a lot more powerful ones. Up next after that, we have our first Los secret. This is the Los Crocodilitos. This is where they kind of got crazy with the percent chance from the crates. So this character has a 0.5% chance to be opened, and it's pretty rare to get the weather. It's a 1 in 125. So already it's getting pretty crazy, but you can trade for this secret if you really do need it. This one, the Los Tralalitos, unfortunately, is another exclusive pack secret. So you can no longer trade for this guy. You can no longer get it. And I gotta be honest, it's probably one of the least worth secrets ever. The reason being is the range is not that good. I mean, it is 300% stronger than your strongest Brainrot, but when you're paying so much money, you would expect it to be crazy OP with the range as well, but it's just not. So in my opinion, stuff like the Medus and even like the Chicletera is better than the Tralalitos. So it's not good. After that, we got the Los Orcalitos. Now this one, actually really good. The reason being is because it's a 1 in 65 chance to see the weather, and the crates are actually super, super lucky. They're a 1% chance, and it's a pretty cute Brainrot, I gotta be honest. So you can still trade for it. You need it for fusions, so I would highly recommend you get it. We got another Los secret, the Los Alesios. This one's a bit more rare, only seen at 1 in 175. And once again, you can trade for it, but my favorite part about this secret is the cool looking crates. It's a soccer ball. After that, we got the Tigruli Grapefruitoni. So this is a weird one. In order to get this secret, you have to have the Bombardino sewer unlocked, and you have to do one of two things. You could either fight the boss right here, which spawns in every, I believe, 30 minutes, or you can go over to the relic smelter and get grapefruit crates from right here. You can smelt your crates just like in the other relic smelter, and then you can either choose to get toxic scrolls or the Grapefruitoni crates. Once again, you can trade for this secret, so that's the other way you can get it, but chances are you might be able to get it for yourself from just the crates, because it's a 1% chance. Not too bad. But moving on to the next one, we got the Ring Bus. The Ring Bus is a 1 in 150, and this is one of the first bosses that they ever added into the game. So honestly, the range and power on this character is a little underwhelming, because look, it's only 158, and we'll take a look at some secrets here in a minute that blow this character out of the water. So I wouldn't be too concerned if you don't have it, but there are fusions that use this character that we'll see later. Up next, we got the Cha-Cha-Chi. The Cha-Cha-Chi is one that you get a lot of just playing this game. 1 in 25 chance, and it's a 1% chance to get it from the crate, which, I gotta be honest, it's one of the most mid secrets in the game, but again, you will see this character a lot in fusions, and probably going to be used a lot in the future. So you definitely need it at some point. Next, we got the Toto Sahur. So for the Toto Sahur, it's an event boss, just like the Pop Sahur. So unfortunately, you can't get the crates by playing yourself, but you can trade for it. But I gotta be honest, it's not that good. It's a 160 boost, and it's a very fast Brainrot, but you definitely will have better secrets the more you play than this character. All right, next, we got the Berini Guardini. And this guy is actually our final dungeon secret, at least so far into the game. In Glorbo Heights, if you go over to the right, you will see the Grand Arena, where you can unlock the Guardian Crates, which has the Berini Guardini inside. Now, the most tough part about this is you have to be all the way to Glorbo Heights in order to play it. So you have to be level 57, and then the dungeons can take a while. So you might be better off just trading for the secret. After that, we got the Saturnitas. The Saturnitas is one of the first characters in this game that actually made me rage, because the weather is pretty rare, 1 in 99, and then they made this character a 500 pity luck. So you have to open up 500 to have it guaranteed give it to you. But I will say the character is very cute, but it's not very strong. So I wouldn't be upset if you didn't get this one. Oh, the Supermarketino. This is where things get very interesting. This is probably the moment where everything in this game became overpowered. So this one has one of the coolest events where you break a whole bunch of stuff on the ground and then you feed it to the Supermarketino, and then he spawns in a bunch of Supermarketino crates. It's a 0.5% chance to get the character from the crates, but this Brainrot is very, very OP. 166% stronger, and it has a very, very long attack. So you definitely need this one. All right, moving on to the Malamea Malale. For the Malamea Malale, also a boss, 1 in 675. And my favorite part about this one, unlike the Super Marketino, it is a 1% chance to get this character. So, you should definitely try and open up your Malamea crates to get this one, because very, very, very good. And still, in my opinion, a top 5 Brainrot in the entire game. Next, we got the School and the Prestige School. So both of these characters were available during the Halloween season, and you had to play and complete the event that was going along with it. Unfortunately, now you can no longer get the secret or trade for them since they were part of the event. But they are very strong. I would recommend you use them if you do have them, because the range is pretty darn good. Next up, we got the Los Trippy Tropitos. So this one's kind of weird. The Los Trippy Tropitos, you won't see on the weather, and that's because it happens when the Trippy Tropy spawns. So after defeating the Trippy Tropy boss, the Trippy Tropitos crates will spawn in all around the map. So actually these go hand in hand. The Los Trippy Tropitos is 150% stronger, and then we got the Trippy Tropy, which is 160% stronger, and in my opinion, way better than the Trippy Tropitos. As you can see, it has more range, more power, and I believe is a bit faster too. So yeah, you can trade for these, but chances are you probably have it already. Next, we got the Blueberini Octozini. This is a 1 in 425. It's a 1% chance to get it from the crate. But the biggest thing about this character is a lot, and I mean a lot, of the fusions use it. So you're gonna need to get this character over and over again. So make sure you stockpile these crates. Next, we got the Tree Saurur. So the Tree Saurur, once again, was an event boss, so you can no longer get it for yourself, but you could trade for the crate, and you could trade for the icon giving you the secret. I gotta be honest, it used to be one of the better Brainrots in the game, but nowadays, you can find much better. Like the PP Kiwi. The PP Kiwi is one of the rarest, the second rarest weather, 1 in 757. Craziness. It's a 1% chance to get it from the crate, but I gotta be honest with you, it's hard to find crates, because when you fight this boss, you don't get very many at all. Next, we got the Pekin. This one, you would think this might be an event boss or something, but no. This was its own crate and its own weather during the Halloween update. So it's a 0.5% chance to get it from the crate. The crate looks really cool, and you can still trade for it. So I would highly recommend you get this one. It's pretty strong as well. Next, we have the Los Carcorcitos, which in my opinion is one of the biggest ripoffs in the entire game. Now, what I will say is it's 350% stronger than your strongest Brainrot, but look at the range. It's so bad. And this was an exclusive pack secret. So before the season that we're currently in, you could get this one, and I don't even remember if I got it for myself, because it's so expensive. I've seen people spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars to get it. Next, we got the Pequincitos. So this one, also from the Halloween event, you need to get Los Pumpkin crates by trading, or you could get the token. It's a 0.5% chance, and it's 170% stronger, but I gotta be honest, it's probably not worth your time. Next, we got another Halloween Brainrot secret. We got the Spider Robos. Also, you can trade for it. And speaking of another one you could trade for, we got the next two. We got the Drulimero Drulicina, and we got the Draculero Dracula. All of these Halloween Brainrots you can trade for, and you can also get them out of the crate. So you got the Drulimero, you got the Draculero, and then you got the Spider Robos crate. So not too bad. Next, we got the Ferro Sahur. This event boss used to be in the game for a long time, and it was just replaced by the Pop Sahur. So again, the Pharaoh can't be obtained by you anymore, but trade for it, and I highly recommend this one, especially if you don't have anything good besides this. The range is surprisingly good on it. Like, look, I'm not even close to a lot of these things, and it's still hitting them, which is crazy. Next, we are back at Thanksgiving. So, I'm gonna show you all of these Thanksgiving ones together, and then I'm gonna show you how you can get them. So, there's the Leaf, there's the Chuka, there is the Pee Pai Popo, and then there is the Kiko. These 4 are all obtained from their own respective Thanksgiving crate. So there's the Kiko crate, the Leaf Sahur crate, the Chicken crate, and then the Chuka crate. All are 0.5% chance, and the reason I'm talking about all these all together is because when you fuse them together, you get this. The La Thanksgiving Combinacion, which you can still trade for to this day, but unfortunately you can't fuse them anymore. So if you manage to get all the 4 different ingredients, there's no fuse button right there. And if you thought that was rare, there is the prestige version of it. So again, you can have the token if you got an extra version of it, but it is so rare to find someone with an extra combinacion. But it is 197% stronger, so it's not too bad. So that's all the Thanksgiving secrets. Moving on though, we have our first fusion that we need to talk about. This is the Tadadi-da-da-da. In order to get the Tadadi-da-da-da, you have to make it to Unden and Lippis, and you gotta go over to the right side, the Fusion Forge, and if you scroll down, you need the Trippy Tropitos and the Los Orcolocos, and boom, there you got the Tadadi-da-da-da, which, again, you can trade for if someone has already fused it for you. Moving on, we got the Sentenzeli Trulala, which you can actually still get this for yourself as we speak, but I'm guessing it's gonna be deleted very, very soon. So, the way you get this is you go to Patapim Park, and you have to log in every single day and go to the Christmas gifts, and then claim all the way down to day number, is it 25? Or it might be 30. Day number 28. And you can get the Sentenzeli Trulala for free. And I will say, for a free secret, it is so powerful. Now, it definitely takes a lot of consistency to get the Sentenzeli Trulala, because you have to play for 28 days. But the effects of this and the range, so crazy good. Going next on our list, it's kind of out of order, but we got the Tic-Tac Sahur. So this guy, you actually have to make it all the way to the Cadabra restaurant. And then in order to get him, you need the Chicletera Bicicletera, the Hippopotamino Supermarketino, and the Job Sahur, which we'll talk about very soon how you get this guy. Next, we got the Papayeli Alucina, which is 205% stronger than your strongest Brainrot. And this one is also found in the restaurant, which you need the Blueberrini Octozini, the Strawberrini Octozini, and the Blueberrini Tattacini. And then you can trade it in to get it for yourself. And after that, we got the Blueberrini Tattacini. This one's super, super strong. And in order to get it, you need the Blueberrini Octozini, the Guardini, and the Malamea Malale. As you will notice, it has crazy range, crazy special effects, and it was only added into the game very recently. So it's definitely one you want to get your hands on. Next, the Strawberrini Octozini. As you can see, they're stepping it up with the animation. It does this crazy tornado attack with a red aura blast. Really, really cool. So, in order to get this, you need to give up the Blueberrini Octozini and the Grapefruitoni. And in my opinion, this is so, so worth it, because it's 177% stronger and it has incredible power. Next, we have the only secret in the game without a voice line. This is the Gargurgor. And this one is a fusion secret found in Unden and Limpis. So if we go over to the fusion, you will see that we need the El Bazonte, the Spaghetti Toiletti, and the Cha-Cha-Chi. And then this is 190% stronger than your strongest Brainrot. And the range is incredible, and so is the power. One of the best in the game. Probably top 10 secrets. After that, we got one of the newer ones. We got the Undin Din Dan Din Dan. Which this one, you need the Nightmare Yoni, the Los Alesios, and the Berini, and you get a 187% stronger fusion secret. Has crazy range, crazy power, and you can trade for it. Definitely want to get it for yourself. Next, we have the Liz Sahur. This one is weird. The reason I say it's weird is because if you go and look at the weather list, which I can't do right now because the Yoni is happening, it doesn't show that it happens every so often. So the only way I know you can get this is during admin events. They will spawn in the List Sahur boss, and then it drops the List Sahur crates. Now, in order to get the List Sahur, you have to be the craziest, luckiest person because it's a 0.5% chance. And I don't know of many people with this secret, but they recently added this one, so my guess is you'll have quite a lot of time before they remove this character. Up next, oh, the Haka Horlage. This one is not very known by the Brainrot Evolution community because you have to make it all the way to Kadabra Restaurant, and you have to sacrifice the most OP lineup of all time. Look at this. If we scroll to the bottom, you need the Job Sahur, you need the Gargagor, and you need the Tic Tac Sahur. But is it worth the price you have to pay? I don't know. But that's how you get it. And let me tell you, you're not gonna find many people with this secret. And if you do, they're definitely not gonna trade it to you for cheap. So you're gonna have to give them a lot for it. Next up, we got the Nightmare Yoni. We should have talked about this one a lot sooner, but again, it's a fusion, and you need to be in Unin Olympus in order to see it. You need the Yoni, the Cannelloni Dragononi, and the Chachachi. It's 175% stronger, and it's pretty decent. All right, ooh, the Snow Sahur. So this one is in the current event as we're recording this video. You have to go to this boss fight. So when you fight the boss fight, you get these tokens, and then you can claim the Snow Sahur for 350 of those tokens. And then you can also claim multiple of them. So as you can see, you might meet some people out there that have a lot of them to trade for. So definitely get this secret. It has great range and power. But one that you will never see anyone with is the Prestige Snow Sahur. Because in order to get that one, you have to be in the top 10 of the entire world by the end of this event, which ends in 3 days as of recording, and only the top 10 will get it. So you have to get to the top floor, which is 59, and it is a 250% stronger boost, which is solid, but that's why it's so darn rare. Next, we got the Job Sahur. This one is found right here, which you need the Crocodilo, the Ring Rang Bus, and the Pupupin, which the Pulupupin is super rare, but we'll talk about that soon. Next, we got the Frappuccino Assassino and Prestige Frappuccino Assassino. These were both in an event a while back and no longer can be traded for. But they're both very strong, so if you have them, definitely use them. Next, we got the Tuk Sahur, which this one is super duper weird because the only way to get this one is watching ads. You heard that right. You can't get it from trading. You can't get it from anything else besides right here. The Tuk Sahur. It's 165% stronger, and then you just have to watch ads and hope you get the 0.1% chance luck. Next, we got the Spaghetti Toiletti. The Spaghetti Toiletti is found in the random weathers, 1 in 585. And then the crates look like this. So it's a 0.5% chance, and you don't get many crates when you do see this boss. But the fact that you need this for the Gargagor, you're definitely gonna wanna get the Spaghetti Toiletti because it's pretty darn good. Up next, oh boy, the Polo Popin. Where do I even start? This guy is so good, but he's so rare. Look, 1 in 888. Yeah, you're never gonna see this boss ever, but if you do, you gotta get as many crates as you can. Because in order to get, again, the Job Sahur, you have to get these crates. And then in order to get the Tic Tac Sahur, you need the Pulupupin. And then in order to get the Hokahorlage, you also need the Pulupupin. So the Pulupupin is literally the most annoying yet useful secret in the whole game. So you definitely need that. Up next, we're going to talk about all 4 of the Christmas secrets. The Giftanini Mananini, the Santanitos, the Snowmanito Bendito, and finally, the Ginger Sahur. At least as of recording right now, there is this Giftanini weather that when it spawns, it has a chance to give you each of these crates. They're each a 0.5% chance to get each of these secrets. But what's so special about it is you have the chance is that you can fuse these 4 together and get the Matei Ho 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 or the Prestige Matei Ho Ho Ho, which I'll demonstrate right now. Let's see. Oh, we were a couple away. That would have been crazy. But as you can see, you can trade for them. So you can always see if someone has an extra one laying around. So this is the Matei Ho Ho Ho. And then here is the Prestige Matei Ho Ho Ho. And I gotta be honest, out of all the Christmas secrets, the only ones worth using are the Ginger Sahur and the Matei Ho Ho Ho. The other ones, you might as well never use them ever. Up next, we got the Prestige Ban Sahur and the Ban Sahur, which they are in the Festive Pass all the way at the end. So I'm not sure when the festive event is going to end, but you might want to complete it while you have the chance. And if you're watching this far into the future, this is probably way gone. But you won't be able to trade for these secrets, so get them while you can. Next, we got the Prestige Pee Bye and the Pee Bye. These are the first ever season event pass secrets, which in the season 8, if you go all the way to the end, you can claim them and you can get this Pee Bye for free and the premium one if you pay for the premium pass. So you gotta complete the quests and then you can get that there, but you can't trade for the secret. So get it before it's gone. Next, we got the 2026. The 2026 was just recently added, and this one is only spawned in during admin events, and then you have a 0.5% chance to get the secret from this super duper colorful crate. The secret's pretty good. It doesn't have any like special ability on it, but it's 180% stronger than your strongest Brainrot. And it looks pretty cool too. Next, we got the Pop Sahur. This one, you gotta go around the map and defeat the event boss, the Pop Sahur. And then it will drop the Pop Sahur crates, which is a 0.5% chance that you actually get the secret. But as you can see, I just got a crate there. And that's what you gotta do over and over and over again. What's nice though, is that they're in every single world from the Lorilla Desert onward. So you can literally just spend all day going from world to world to world until you get the secret for yourself. And it's pretty darn good. It has a good range. And if you're trying to get your first secret ever, this would be the one I would recommend. I would just open those crates until you get your pity luck. Because to get 400 of those crates wouldn't take you very long, to be honest. All right, we are at the very special territory. We only have like 5 to 10 remaining. We got the Triton Sahur. This is a top 5 most powerful Brainrot in the game. The Triton Sahur used to be found right in the shop from the Triton Sahur crates, but it was recently replaced by the Meowl. But you can still get Triton Sahur crates found in like the event passes, as you can see here, or maybe even in the season pass at like the very end right there. But you can trade for these crates, but what's so nice about them is that the crates have only, yes, I mean only OP relics. So no matter what you get out of this crate, you'll be happy with. Like for example, that eyeball right there, 185% XP boost, crazy. But the Triton Sahur, he has a 375% boost, which that alone makes him crazy good. That combined with his range, he's up there with top 5 without a doubt. Next, we have probably the best one in the entire game. The reason being is this has the ability to do twice the damage and twice the range. You'll notice when you see that like yellow golden effect, that is when his special ability kicks in. It's a 20% chance for it to happen. And base damage, he has 380% strength. Crazy, 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 crazy power. Next, we have the official only free secret in the game. And by free, I mean you don't have to do anything besides be at an event. I forget what event it was, but you had to show up at a specific admin event and you got the Crocodiagi Magiani for free. But as you can see, it's the weakest in the entire game with base stats. You have 999 health and 999 damage, which every other one, as you can see, has at least like billions of damage. So you can trade for this character if they have an extra, but I think that's only by glitch. I don't think you're supposed to be able to trade this, but you had to show up during a live event and it was given to you for free. Next, we have probably my favorite, the 6-7. The reason this one's so cool is because obviously it has flames around it and crazy red and blue effects, but it has a special ability where it has a 6% chance to do 7 times the damage, which unheard of. That's crazy. And you'll notice when it goes dark blue like that, that's when you get the crazy OP power. And the way you get this is from the exclusive packs. So you have to spend crazy Robux and you might find it in your pack. So just like this, and we didn't get it. That would have been cool though if it was right there. Now for the final 3 secrets in the entire game, how do you get the admins? Well, we'll talk about them in order. We got the Dojoini Assassini, which the dojo, his crates are usually found on Dojo Tuesdays. So every Tuesday, Dojo hosts his live event and he gives out his crates, which looks like this. You have a 1% chance to get the secret, and his special admin power is that critical hits do 4 times the damage, which is very, very solid. Next, we'll talk about the Magiani Takiani, because every 5th attack will be a critical hit guaranteed. So you'll notice when it's purple and pink, that is a critical hit, and it's guaranteed to be a critical hit. So it makes this secret top 5, top 10 in the game for sure. And then his crates are given out during admin events as well. And this is what it looks like out of the Magia crate. Pretty cool. It's a 1% chance, but the relics inside of all these admin crates are very, very good. And then last but not least, we have the I2 Perfectini Foxinini, which if you look at all of these, it is the strongest one. I don't know why they did it, but the I2 Perfectini has a higher boost, 210%, whereas the Dojo and Magia have only 199. And this has the best special ability in the game. It has a 15% chance to land 5 quick attacks. Look at this. So when it goes purple like that, you'll notice the fast attacks are so good. And the reason it's so good is because it even works against like event bosses or different things like dungeons. So watch this. I'm fighting the Pop Sahur and his health just depletes like crazy. Normally this would take a minute to destroy, but instead I got a crate instantly. So my advice is if you go after any admin secret, it's this one. It is by far, in my opinion, top 3 characters in the entire game. And so this is his crate right here, the I2 Perfectini, and that is officially how you get every single secret. And here is his crate, the I2 Perfectini. And again, all of the admin crates are given out only during admin events. So either on Tuesday or Saturdays, that's when they do them. And then you can also trade people for the admin crates as well. But there you have it, guys. That's how you get all 87 different secrets in the game. And I'm sure by the time you see this video, there's probably even more secrets that they've added. Which if you're like me, I remember when there was only like 4 secrets in this game, and now it gets crazier every single time. But if you guys found this video useful and you enjoyed it, make sure you guys subscribe because we are on the road to 1 million subscribers. And it would mean the world if you click that subscribe button right now. But on screen right now is another video that you should watch after this one. And we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!